Hey everyone, welcome to this week's video. This week I have a large piece of applewood that I have had drying since May of this last year. As you can see, it was pretty rough, not completely round. I did cut some off on the bandsaw, but I couldn't get it into a complete circle because of my bandsaw blade. So this is the closest I could get. So here I am going very slow and being very careful to just try to balance it up. With the Carter & Son 3/4 inch bowl gouge, still trying to bring it into round. And it's starting to come into round a little bit. Able to turn up the RPM to around 250. But I got to do something about this hollow piece, or the part the chainsaw made. Trying a couple different ways. The pole saw actually works the best with a chisel to pull it up, or pieces of it up at a time. Back to turning. Again, the blade is going pretty slow at around 250 RPM still. Little top-down view here. Still with the 3/4 inch bowl gouge. I did stop and keep sharpening. That was key. And now to true it up on the bottom. Now, as you saw, I had this on with the faceplate, but truing up this side was a little bit, well, I wouldn't say tricky, but it wasn't in balance, so I had to stop and sharpen and take my time. This was a big chunk of wood. I didn't take the moisture content reading, but I think it was wet in the middle. At least the way the shavings were coming off, you'll see in a couple minutes. Now these are some pretty big cracks here, and I'm using Starbond CA glue in the thin to make sure it gets down there in the cracks, and using the accelerator. At this point I was really looking at the piece and saying, how deep are these cracks? Should I keep going? Should I put it in the fireplace? Obviously I decided to keep going. And I'm glad I did. Using a push cut here to take quite a bit of material off at once. I bet I filled up one complete lawn and garden bag of just shavings from this piece. Making a mortise and a foot here. and taking a lot of material off of the bottom and side. Some more Starbond. I decided to go with black this time over the clear. Kind of looks like tiger stripes. There is a discount code for Starbond if you check the video description. Save some money if you're looking for any CA glue. Push cut here. Again, the piece, especially at the rim there, it's not completely balanced because there's a chunk missing and it's just not in balance. But as you can see, the shavings are coming off pretty easily, lots of them. Now it is starting to look like a bowl. Checking it out before flipping it over and taking the faceplate off and putting it in the 4-jaw chuck. Once again, just taking my time, still with the Carter & Son 3/4 inch bowl gouge. Using a Forstner bit to take out quite a bit in the middle. Trying to get down to a depth that I will know I will be at least close to turning to. And back to turning. You can see the shavings coming off, the long shavings. I like to take my time when hollowing out a bowl, especially when it's in a mortise like this. I don't like to put too much pressure on one side. I like to keep some light pressure, and I don't like to get hit in the body or the face or the hands with a flying half-turned applewood bowl. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you might notice that this background looks a little bit different, and you would be right because I changed the workshop around a bit, moved the lathe and a lot of other things. So the Husky bench behind me is where the Robert Sorby Pro Edge sharpening system is, so it's closer to the lathe, so it makes it much more convenient. And you may or may not know that my goal this year in 2023 is to reach 100,000 subscribers. You can help me by subscribing. If you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button. It's free. And a new video once a week, once every other week, something like that. I would really appreciate it. This is the Carter & Son 1-inch round nose scraper. Just trying to see what the inside looked like and how deep I was going to go and how thick I was going to leave the walls. Obviously they're still way too thick there, but changing to the interior curved tool rest from Robust. No, it is not a sponsor, but I do have it linked in the video description because I love it and it makes turning inside bowls like these much safer and more enjoyable, at least in my opinion. And I wanted to remind folks too that I have a merch shop. If you want to get a PF Woodturning mug, tote bag, shirt, sweatshirt, be sure to check out the link. Hey, and if you have one already, post a picture of you in it down in the comments. Or on Facebook or Instagram, and then tag me. So as you can see, it's pretty much down to the depth it's going to be. Spent quite a bit of time sanding. Sanded from 80 up to 320 grit. And now just taking the dust off it with a little bit of denatured alcohol. And this is the sanding sealer. This is the Axe abrasive paste. I use it on 99.9% of all my projects because it is that good. If you want to save some money and get some Axe, there is a discount code in the video description. You can get the Axe in kits with the abrasive paste and this polishing paste as well. And it ships out same day from Pennsylvania where it's made. I love how easy it is to use and the finish it leaves on pieces. Hey YouTube, well I just finished turning this applewood bowl. It gave me a little bit of trouble, as you could probably see during the video, but here is the finished piece. I really like this part. I will leave some photos here at the end, so don't go anywhere just yet. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the supporters of this channel: Annals Total Boat, Axewood Paste, Starbond CA Glue, Glowforge, etc. All of the discount codes for all of those products are down in the video description. Don't miss out on these great discounts. Thanks so much for watching. Till next week. Peace out.